Black business. Black Lives Matter. Texting his boo, telling her come through. Where you at, girl? I'm here at the spot. If she couldn't feel that, I'm sorry. We got no rhythm.
Thank you guys for coming out.
You know it's the truth also.
We've been out here fighting this fight for a while now. And I'm so happy and so proud to see so many people from so many different places coming out to fight this fight with us. Before we could do anything, we want to start an opening ceremony. We're going to pour libations. We're Savage. Okay, I'm going to give you.
How's everybody doing? So when pouring libation, so I'm going to say something and call it out, and when I say Ashe, you want to say Ashe with me, okay? So first we're going to pour for the divine spirit and everything. Ashe.
Ashe.
Now we want to pour for the divine spirit and the water.
Ashe.
And the trees.
Ashe.
And the nature.
Ashe.
And God.
Ashe. Ashe, I'll say that.
Now I'm going to pour out, or now I'm going to, you guys can call out historical ancestors that you want to be remembered.
Very funny.
Now we're going to call out personal ancestors, so ancestors that may have passed in your family or that you know personally. Ashe.
Frank Lee Jr.
Ashe.
Big Mom.
Ashe.
Big Gang.
Now for all the mamas and babas that we named and did not name, we're going to pour 3 Ashe. 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 Thank you.
Give a round of applause. 13 years old. Give a round of applause. The Hood Squad, our collective, put this protest together. We brought you guys here together and all these organizers together. We've consolidated our movement and our demands. We were many, and now we're one. We're going to keep this energy going. There's a very, very important fight here in East Palo Alto and Belhaven. This is the peninsula, okay? And we're not going to tolerate this type of abuse that we've been suffering here for years anymore.
Yes, sir.
I want to introduce you guys to the team of volunteers that have been working tirelessly to put this together. Okay, where's all my volunteers at? Can you guys come up here? All my volunteers, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Got some shy people. Okay. All the Yucca team, raise your hands. Give it up for Yucca. Let us talk to our house. We in Yucca's house. Give it up for them.
Wow, Yucca.
To be very clear, without this team of volunteers that we've assembled, this would not be possible.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name's Alfred. I'm originally from Rebel City, but I lived in EPA for a few years, and ever since then I've been involved with the community and everything that's been going on here. So I'm just here to support and here to provide, being there to provide in the streets. Texas, but I've lived in Rebel City for the last 10 years, and I'm just coming out because I'd like to see all my friends and my family be able to continue to afford living. My name's Gilbert Rajano, originated from Rebel City. I came out with all my family, lives over here in East Palo Alto. Now I live here too. This is my home, and I want to see it where everybody comes here. I'm originally from Guatemala. I've been living in Rebel City for the last 12 years now. Y'all fight is my fight, so let's get it.
Hi, my name is India. Raven. My family's been EPA since the 60s, so anything to call for no being here. My name is Joy. I am born and raised in Detroit, but I spent the other half of my life in California. Both places are home, and both places mean so much and so much history and important. So it's really beautiful to hail from both places and to be alive to see this right now. So thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Soleil. I'm
Sorry,
from
I don't see
San Francisco.
Clark.
I support from the city, and it's great to see all of y'all here. Hello everybody, so good to see some familiar faces, a bunch of new faces. Love all of you. Mama Keisha, I see you over there. Julie, I think I see you over there. I see a lot of hella family out here. So much love to y'all. My name's Ophelia. I am here, I'm staff here at Yucca, the director of Yucca Unite for Community Action. And we've been doing this work for hella long. Yucca has been around for 25 years. We're still working here. Also introduce myself. I just wanted to take a quick second to say we're so excited to be here in community with you all. Always willing to offer up our house, our resources, whatever we have belongs to you, to our community. We're here not only to denounce both state-sanctioned violence, but its corporate sponsorship, and also to talk about, yes.
Yeah, that's most important.
That's what we're here for, right? For community, for each other, for better housing, for better schools, to be here with full, healthy human beings for one another. So good to see you all, and I'm excited to be with everybody in community today as we honor the lives that have been taken and then march together.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hello. It's great to see everybody. It's great to see everybody.
Over the years, we've lost a lot of people, a lot of family. And I'm grateful to see that the community is continuing to respond. And I've been a part of UCA since my upbringing here in East Palo Alto, born and raised here. A lot of changes have happened, but the one thing that I still keep coming back to is community. And so if you see the people to your left, to your right, please make sure to say hello, to introduce yourself. These are the people that you're going to be marching, walking, living, knocking on the doors of your neighbors. You feel me? So if y'all want to speak about community, we got to act about it. It's not just talking about it. It's not just showing up for today. It's showing up for tomorrow.
Right.
Much love, much love. My name is Kenya. I've been with UCA since I was 14 years old. I stand here strong with all of you in solidarity, and let's get this started. Thank you all for coming.
She said no.
So with that, I want to go into a quick history. For those of you that may have not gotten the flyer, I see my nieces back there. What's up, y'all? I love you. I love you. For those that didn't get an opportunity to see the flyer, read the flyer, I'm going to read it to you. This has been going on in East Palo Alto for a while, Bellhaven for a while. Many members of our community have been victims of police brutality, racial profiling, and set up for drug convictions. Most cases of police terrorism go unreported. It's difficult for the victim to report their victimization to their victimizers.
Right.
When they do, officers are cleared internally and go back on patrol looking for revenge. EPA PD was brought up on multiple grand jury charge reports and lawsuits because of dirty cops and terrorist policing. These are all facts, you can look them up. Yeah, boo. Boo.
Boo.
Menlo Park PD hired several ex-EPA PD officers known within the community to have racist reputations on their police force. Now some of those same racist, dirty cops are allowed to police in East Palo Alto with zero accountability. Zero.
Boo.
They abuse the same population they did as East Palo Alto officers. They are now able to train new Menlo Park police officers in the same racist profiling. Subsequently, Menlo Park has a huge problem with racial profiling, racial slurs, illegal searches, intimidation, and various other misconduct. If you do simple searches on Google, you'll find all this information. If you Google the Wolf Pack, you'll hear about the police gang that used to be out here. With foreknowledge of all of this local history, Facebook, a global social media company whose brand is community, gave $9.1 million to a police force that is known to harbor these officers. Menlo Park Police Department, this is the first time in history of the United States of America that public paid servants have had their salaries paid by a corporation. So who do they work for? Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg. All of this within a community that already have been over-policed, abused by Menlo Park police officers. East Palo Alto and Menlo Park residents have had to deal with more police intimidation through over-policing and are more likely to become victims of racial profiling. With residents that are afraid to speak up, reports aren't filed, and data cannot be tracked. We can make this stop. We can make this stop.
Yeah.
The time is now for us to stand up in solidarity with black and brown bodies that have been beaten and mistreated, murdered, and falsely imprisoned. The time is now that we stop the siding with racist policing and corporations that aid them. Who among us is going to be the next George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery? Who among us will be the ones wishing that we would have done more on the peninsula before it became the next site for police killing and injustice? We must stand together in solidarity. We must put an end to corporate-sponsored police terrorism.
Yeah.
Enough is enough, y'all. We can do better. We can do much better than this. We can do much better than this. We wrote a pledge. I want you guys to repeat this pledge with me, okay? We will not be silent.
We will not be silent.
We will stand together.
We will stand together.
We will not go away.
We will not go away.
We will not be bought out.
We will not be bought out.
We will get the job done.
We will get the job done.
No matter how long it takes.
No matter how long it takes.
Thank you. Real quick, I want to go over some rules of engagement. So when we're marching, we can march peacefully. We will not give the police any reason to shut down our protest.
All right.
When someone who's wearing hood squad gear or one of the volunteers that you saw gives you a direction, you will listen and stand here in solidarity. Where's my medical team? I want to point out who they are. Medical team. Give these guys a big round of applause. Give my medical team a big round of applause. Where's my sister?
Stanford.
Chachi, raise your hand. We got another one in the crowd back there. There she is, jumping up and down across the street. Another doctor that's come out here in solidarity to help us out. My sister, y'all. Thank you, guys. We will not throw rocks or fireworks at the police. We will not join other protests. They are more than welcome to join us along the way. This is where the fight for police brutality has to start on the peninsula, right here. This is where the victims are that have not been heard for years, right here. We will not water down our message by shouting all lives matter, although we are fully aware and truly believe that all lives do matter. It's the black ones and the brown ones right now that are not being recognized. We have real demands, so we will not be taking a knee while cops stand before us. We will protect our families, our children, our undocumented community members from the police and outside agitators. We will listen to our command team. That's our volunteers at all times. They're here to keep us safe. They've had briefing after briefing on how to keep everybody safe. So that's what we're going to do. And for the community that's out here, we will drop all old beefs, and going forward, we will have peace among each other. All of this to get rid of East Palo Alto and Belhaven's abusive cops and the corporate-sponsored police terrorism.
Yeah.
I want to thank you guys so much for supporting us on our merchandise. I see a lot of it's gone, and really appreciate that. If you haven't had an opportunity, get some more. We use 100% of that to put our actions together, to put events together, to feed homeless. We have a breakfast program that we do once a month with chickens that we raise on our farm. fresh omelets that we put out for homeless people. So we appreciate that. Where's Mildred? Where's Millie? I need Millie out here. Okay. So some of the demands
Your mom still live over there?
that we put
On
together.
Green, too? On there?
Define EPA and Menlo Park police departments and place money into the EPA Menlo Park school system. EPA water system, build a levee around East Palo Alto. If you're an East Palo Alto resident and you see a candidate is endorsed by the Hood Squad or the RCC, that's who you need to vote for. That's the one that you need to vote for. In order for community policing to work, we have to have a community be equal partners. We need our rights to be respected. Police murder is a problem nationally. It is a byproduct of police terrorism, which is a byproduct of criminalization and mass incarceration. Let's understand that. In order to stop police terrorism, we need to end criminalization in our neighborhoods and mass incarceration. We ask that you stop being silent when Facebook Corporation, with the Facebook Corporation, and demand that they withdraw their police funding to Menlo Park.
Yeah.
We would like to see officers like Ed Soares, who is a notorious gangster cop legend out here, for all the people he has abused, all the lives he's ruined. We demand that he's fired immediately. And all the cops that stand with him on his team and compliant with setting people up, doing football numbers, y'all, for planted evidence. We demand that they're fired. We ask that you not attend Facebook community festivals when they resume back up in 2021 in June. We ask that you stop going to the Facebook farmers market and that the farmers withdraw their farms from investing in that farmers market. Why not go to Mountain View Farmers Market, y'all? Why not support Mountain View?
Yeah, Matilda.
We ask that community orgs stop getting sponsorship from Facebook and for community events, that they remove Facebook employees from their boards and of directors and stop seeking funding from them. We don't need it. We don't need it. Menlo Park PD needs to stop entering our town. This is East Palo Alto. This is East Palo Alto.
Yes, sir.
They come through with the drug and gang task force. But what they do is they pull people over. They pull anybody over. Racial profiling. So we demand that the drug task force, as it currently exists, is no longer to enter our community. That's a good one. We're gonna add that. Absolutely. No police at schools. Absolutely. Absolutely. Police and mental health calls. Yeah, we agree with that. We're gathering a list of these crooked cops in Menlo Park, and we demand that these rogue officers are fired. In just a few short minutes, we're going to start our march. But first, we want to hear from that beautiful band. We want that band to just kick it off one more time. Give them a moment. It's okay to dance and celebrate. A hater hates it when you're happy and you rejoice it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be happy. We're gonna rejoice.